Alright, so now let's level up. We're gonna continue on as a fighter. We're gonna increase every 4 levels you get to increase an ability. In this case, we'll increase our strength. Strength is always very good to have for a fighter. We'll do the same old, same old. We'll take a discipline point, we'll take a heal point, and we'll take a parry point. We get another skill as our feat. Ooh, what's this? Ooh, we get a 2 damage bonus by using these weapons, and we can learn for a 2-bladed sword. So we'll do that, and now we'll be more efficient with our 2-bladed sword. That sounded really questionable out of context, but we will move on. This door I know is for a fact trapped. Yep. It's just a slow, I mean, it's not that big a deal. Case didn't hear me. So, as you can see, we're kind of more effective with it. We hit a bit more, and all that. We still move slower than a snail, but don't worry, I will reorganize this inventory. Do you think we can break this chest?
Taste of my wrath.
Nope. Let's just move on.
Oh, excuse my Elvin.
Okay, let's not run into the room though. Yeah, there'll just be patrols walking around. They don't really pose a threat. They're quite easy. They won't signal that you're here. So don't worry about them. Just kill them all one by one. The usual method of playing an RPG. Okay, we want to be very careful that we don't attract the escaped sorcerer's attention. Ooh, this is gonna be... Linu, can you... I'm just gonna hide over here, I don't really wanna... It's okay if you die, I can go back and waste some gil, sure, but you will be... Fine, I have to find, I'll help her. Okay, Linu, you please over... No. Fine, you can heal, that's good for you. Okay, come this way. I would be all for fighting him, but I have not saved, so... Linu! Let's throw a quick save. We should help her, logically. Okay, he's very deadly because he has Fireball this early. It's it's an amazing spell to have, but his strategy is to go invisible, but I can still see him. Fireball's very, very deadly at this point. As you can see. We're gonna reload that, and we're gonna try and kill him again. He doesn't have much HP as a sorcerer, really shouldn't, or would. But, he's still just quite a... Okay, we didn't... Okay. I don't know why she spawned over here, but we can avoid setting him off this early. I would be all for that. Linu, can you heal me? Thanks. I think that was all her cure light wounds, so we won't depend on that for the boss. We'll deal with him shortly, don't worry about it. Let's try not to take a lot of damage before him. He gives you a lot of experience, and he's not... I'm sure you could avoid him. Basically, the reason we have to fight him is we have to go in, pull a lever, and that opens the way to the lower area. I'm sure you could just run past him, but again, it wasted a lot of good experience. Not that I necessarily... What am I saying? You always need experience. That's locked, so let's not bother attempting to do that, because it takes way too much of our time. That's always nice to have, another modern healing potion. Negative wave can only be used by a mage. Alright, let's save before trying to attack the sorcerer again. Which Linu is attempting. Oh no, she's not. See, she can take a fireball because she's a cleric, whereas a fighter, such as myself, will be absolutely murdered by it. Invisibility is supposed to not let you be visible, but I can see him, and most elf class will be able to see them. Great invisibility doesn't let you see them. This spell greatly lowers the amount of how often you're gonna hit. Not that it really mattered there, but yeah. Here we have a magical wand. Still can't identify that, but... And a shuriken, which will go for less. Let's talk to
Hey
Linu
there,
more about
dear. What
what
can I do
happened.
for
Hopefully
you?
she'll tell us. Tell me more about your story. She won't. I apologize. Most of the chests... There is a motherload of chests, as you can see in this room. Most of them are locked. One or two of them are trapped, if I recall correctly. I think this one is. When you open a chest, as you can see in the bottom screen, you have a reflex ability, which is a D&D, where you would roll the dice and you would either get out of it or not, or the game automatically does that for you. But it's all there. It doesn't really necessarily matter too much. I don't really want to say that, considering it is a D&D game, but it's not the most important aspect of the game. Most of those are trapped, and most don't really contain, like, the one locked. Most of them don't really contain anything that's going to be too helpful at this point in the game. Alright, here we have two ways to get down. Not that it really matters, but we're going to do a quick save or move. You can also move with this if you really wanted to do that. Go Resident Evil style. Alright, let's throw out a quick save and go down to the pits. Here we have the boss. Not in this direct immediate area, but he will be in this
I
pits.
don't think I can do that. Sorry.
There's a gang leader and an escaped sorcerer.
Victory will
Both of
be
them I know where they are,
ours!
so I'll pre-warn you about that. It's one of my favorite songs in the game. Generally, I like every song in this game. I'm not gonna kid myself. There are two paths you can go for this. Both lead to one area, but we're gonna go through them both. You can choose whatever path you feel you want to. There's a trap in the middle of the room, just so you're aware. So I'll go through both ways, and whatever way you want to go is up to you. Ugh. In here, there's another trap. Generally, I would avoid the center of rooms, because there's a trap. It's a sonic trap, so it will stun you and deal some damage to you. But considering there's no boss in that room, you shouldn't really too worry about what might happen. There's another trap in this room, as you can see. Let's just avoid setting that off, preferably. Generally, you want to collect every little bit of gold that you can, because it does tend to add up after a while, as gold does. And money. And everything. Okay, let's be careful and not set off the sonic trap there. Linu... Oh, she avoided it. Generally, the henchman will just run into them for the sake of running into them. This is one path you can take. No bosses as of yet. Or harder enemies. Good old German. This is a fun weapon to use. Not that we're going to use it. Charm Animal can only be used by a bard, as far as I know. Possibly a cleric, but I don't think so. We'll continue going this path. It is locked, so we won't be continuing that path. We'll be going... Lino, stop. Come on, follow. God. Here we have the escape sorcerer. This one isn't as strong, but he's still a threat. I don't see what really stopped him from unleashing his magic beforehand, aside from, you know, guards, but he's not in a, magical... stuff. I just realized what my health was. You kind of want to stop him as often as you can from casting spells. Oh god, this might kill me. Oh! Minu, can you heal me? She has her own set of potions, so...
Don't do that. Sorry.
Oh, an escaped prisoner got me. Okay, let's try that again. That didn't go nearly as well as I had hoped. As you can see, it's not too bad, especially if you specifically target him.
Taste of my wrath!
Hopefully we can get through it this time. Again, you want to try to, as often as you can, negate him from casting a spell. Otherwise, it will cause a lot more issues. Attack of opportunity will occur when he's casting a spell, and we got him. As you can see, he'll spend most of the fight trying to get that spell, the visibility and such, up again. But obviously, as you can tell, he had failed. I find it much easier than the other one, just because you can ram it, rush it, and deal with him. He's not very hard as a mage, especially since you get a fire resistance robe as a mage very early on, so fireball won't do too much. Let's try this chest. I'm pretty sure this is a fatal trap. Or not. Alright, I'm going to teleport back to the Halls of Justice, rest up, and I'll see you back here. Alright, be right back. I don't really call that a, cheap strategy. I just thought I would point that out to you. At any time you can teleport back to the Halls of Justice.
Right,
Some areas you can't, but generally you are able to, just to go up and rest. It's especially helpful if you're a sorcerer, or a class that very depends on magic. But in this area, I would definitely go back and heal if you desperately need health, and you don't want to waste potions. Generally, this option is probably the best one, I would say. As long as you have the money to do so, why not? Some of these are trapped, some of them aren't, or locked. Some of them are locked, some of them aren't. And here we have another guard dog, so very good to know for experience. Or I can just ignore fighting it. Oh, I thought he was dead. Sorry. Not very hard. Here we have the healer's kit. A healer's kit can heal wounds, cure poison, or remove diseases. Since we have the ability to heal, we'll have a better chance to roll better. And in doing so, will allow us to heal more. Alright, let's bash this door down. It's like, oh, look at that armor. I wish I could be wearing that. And I'm like, yes, you do, don't you? Oh, no, sorry, I didn't want... Okay. That was a waste of a, heal. Oh, she's gonna help us now. She has a mace +1, and she'll have that. All companions will have a +1 of whatever they're using. So, for example, the barbarian will have a +1 double axe, and so on and so forth. That took forever. This is a very dark room. I didn't realize how dark this game